Have you ever wondered about the magic of wishes? Well, sit back and let me take you on a journey of a simple fisherman named Albert. Albert lived a humble life by the sea. His boat was small, as was his net, but it was enough for him to catch fish every day. Even though he was poor, he was content. His wife Juliet was his only companion. They lived in a small house and had no children. Juliet often grumbled about their simple life, but Albert would always smile and go about his day. One morning, after having his breakfast, Albert heard Juliet grumble from behind. "You eat the same thing every day. Tomorrow, bring back some sea vegetables when you go fishing." With a nod, Albert climbed onto his boat and threw his net into the sea. But this time the net was so heavy that he couldn't pull it up. With all his strength, he managed to pull it up, only to find a little fish in it. He was surprised at how heavy the little fish was. He placed the fish on the edge of his boat. It looked like a golden fish and seemed to be gasping for breath. Albert thought to himself, "Who would buy this fish?" and threw it back into the sea.
The fish, relieved to be alive, asked Albert, "What do you want in return for sparing my life?" Albert casually mentioned that Juliet wanted sea vegetables. The fish agreed and disappeared into the sea. Albert returned home, curious to see if the fish had kept its promise.
To his surprise, half of his house was filled with sea vegetables. He explained to Juliet what had happened. She stepped outside, saw the vegetables, and scolded Albert. "What are we going to do with all these vegetables, you fool? Go back and ask the fish for kitchen appliances." Albert did as he was told, and the fish provided. Days passed, and Juliet's wardrobe was overflowing with clothes. One day she returned from a visit to her relative's house, where she had seen their grand house and jewels. She nagged Albert again. "We don't have anything. We're living a good life. Why are you like this?" Albert replied, "What more do we need to live? We're living well." But Juliet didn't listen. "Fine, I'll ask the fish," he said. He went to the sea and called for the fish. It appeared and asked, "What do you want?" Albert said, "My wife wants a grand house and jewels." The fish said, "As you wish," and disappeared into the sea. When Albert returned home, everything had changed. Albert was shocked. "Now we don't need anything more. We can live happily," he said. But a new problem arose. "With so much gold in the house, thieves will circle around. We need security. Go ask the fish," Juliet commanded. Albert walked toward the sea with fear. He called out for the fish. It didn't appear, but a light shone from above. The fish's voice came from the sea. Albert told the fish what Juliet had said. The fish said, "So be it," and the light disappeared. And so, the story of Albert and the golden fish reminds us that contentment is the greatest wealth. Even if wishes come true, they often bring problems of their own. The moral of this story is, be careful what you wish for, you just might get it.